Drop this in the
Warriors, come out to play! Warriors, come out to play! Yeah, it's like that. Before I get into my normal little intro, I gotta say this, man. I loved the hell out of that trash talk to the Warriors, telling them to come out and play. I don't give a hot damn and a half if he was hurt and couldn't play himself. I do not care. I really don't. Because one thing I do know is Tari Eason is for sure the heart and soul of the Houston Rockets, whether he's on the court or not. And I don't think his teammates seem to have had an issue with him doing that in the first place. Now, I wanted to kind of talk about this earlier, but I figured I'd just put it in his improvements video. But yeah, Tari a dog on a team full of dogs. He's very much the spirit of the team. You know what I mean? He's a big time chemistry guy. So if he felt like that would probably light a fire under his team, then I'm gonna let it ride. It didn't matter to me that we lost, because if we would have won, I would have accepted it then. I don't got no problem with whatever you do to hype yourself up in a win, because if you win more than you lose, you should probably keep doing the same habits that got you to that win in the first place. So I ain't finna switch up my stance on the trash talk just because we lost, just because of the result, just because of the opponent. Nah, we ain't doing all that. Not me, not on this end. But anyways, it's your mans, AK Infinity. Holla at your boy on Twitter at AKInfinity_VVS. This is the Rockets Propaganda Channel, and this is obviously the Tari Eason edition of the improvement series that I'm doing here. And yeah, man, I love this kid. He one of my favorite Rockets, man. I mean, I really love all the guys, but guys like Tari, who just got that dog in him like that, man, you just can't help but love these guys, man. So this video ain't gonna be too much about anything film wise and numbers wise, because I mean, he only played 22 games this season with that weird leg injury, so ain't too much really to work with on that end. But we do have some to work with, and just from what we've seen from him in the 22 games that we did play, I forget the record that we had. I almost forgot. Shout out to Rockets Tribune on Twitter and on YouTube. Go give him a follow on Twitter. Go give him a follow. Go give him a subscribe on YouTube. I'm gonna put his channel in the description box below, as well as his Twitter handle. Yeah, I got this the highlights clips from his channel. So go ahead and give him a follow. Shout out to that man. But yeah, back to Tari. Yeah, so he only played 22 games, like we said. But in them 22 games, man, I can say he probably did come back with a better understanding of what to do on offense, a little bit more mature. Still got a bunch of holes. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But he came back a little bit more mature on offense. Not as tunnel vision. But, and the rebounding, as good as it already was, man, he just came back even more hungry for the rebound. It was almost like, you know how the Cookie Monster used to be? When he see cookies, that's Tari, man. That he the Cookie Monster when it comes to that basketball, man. He just see that thing and he just vacuum it every time it goes in the air. Like if you fighting for a basketball and you got a gorilla and a grizzly bear trying to get that basketball and Tari in the mix, just know that Tari gonna come out with that basketball and he probably gonna go on a fast break and dunk that thing. But that's just the kind of guy Tari is, man. You need a guy like this on every championship team. This is part of the fabric of a championship DNA, guys like Tari. But I mean, we already know what he brings to the table. You know, hella defense, rebounding, demon on the fast break, yada yada yada. We already know. But his improvements that he can make, I still kind of think there's some of the same from his rookie season. One of them, obviously, the tunnel vision, dog. When you see Tari drive, he's not kicking. He's just not gonna do it. It's like he got no peripheral vision, man. Him and Cam got the same vision. They see straight. They don't see nothing on the side, man. Nothing at all. I don't know how these dudes. I don't know how they drive in the city of Houston, because in the city of Houston you don't have peripheral vision. I just pray you drive with a helmet, because you might get hit with something. But it just seemed like when Tari driving down the lane for a layup, first of all, he gonna miss the layup. He gonna get his offensive rebound, but he gonna miss that layup first. He gonna do the whole little Moses Malone. But his finishing did seem like it got a whole lot better from last season. I say that. Still need to work on it a little bit, but it's been solid. His 3-point shooting as well too. His 3-point shooting was okay for a rookie. He was shooting 34%. He brought it up to 36% this season. But again, it's only 22 games, so you can't really make a good enough judgment on such a small body of work. But I will say, if he comes back next season with 37, 38% 3-point shot, that's going to change a lot of things, and that's going to make us have some hard conversations when it comes to the rotation, when it comes to roster construction, because that changes a lot. Because I'm going to say this, Tari can pretty much do everything Dylan Brooks does. And better. And he's bigger. And he's younger. And he's more athletic. And he rebounds way better. For the way that we play defense, you want your wings to be able to rebound, and that's something that Tari does very well. That's why his plus minus when he's in the game is hella crazy. So the last thing I would say too that Tari will probably need to come back better with, and this is something that is only going to be improved with more court time, more time in the film room with the coaching staff, playing with better players, playing with the veterans that we brought in. Man, that basketball IQ, sometimes, as good a defender as Tari is, sometimes he gets over aggressive, and he'll make like a Jay Sean Tate kind of foul. Like, bro, you ain't even had to foul him. You already had him clamped up. Because Tari be clamping anybody and everybody. It don't even matter. Big, small, he clamp them all. He sometimes would just lose sight of the game plan and just foul. Why are you fouling, bro? Now, hell, if Tari would have been in some of them games that we lost because we didn't foul, we knew he would have fouled. We probably would have won them games. But nah, man, Tari, that's one thing. Then on offense too, again, I'd say he'd probably be better learning to cut more. He's a decent cutter. I think he'd probably learn a little bit from a man, from a screen setting standpoint, and playing in that dunker a little bit. I think him and a man can do sort of the same things on offense, off the ball, not with the ball. A man he has potential to be special with the ball. Tari, I don't know. Jury's still out on him. Ime did compare him to Kawhi. I don't know if he just meant defense. But if he saw some Kawhi on offense, then hey, man, we on that 93 octane and not on that 87. But I ain't gonna lie, with Tari's basketball IQ, sometimes he on that 87 octane, man. But for the most part, he on that 93. For the most part, he 93. And I think next season he gonna come back a lot stronger, a lot better, because he'd have the whole summer. He's already back in the gym. From what I seen, I saw somewhere he already back in the gym dunking and stuff. So if he already back in the gym dunking, I can assume, he getting that work in with the coaching staff. He probably gonna end up staying in Houston too to keep with his rehab and whatnot. So that'll be good for him to spend some good time with the coaching staff and the player development staff. Putting in work with some of the things that we just talked about here today. But Tari is man, you just gotta love Tari, man. He really can be the perfect role player on any team right now, just as it is. If he came back next season with no improvements, he just came back as is. And he could be a starter for whoever the hell. He can come off the bench for whoever the hell. And when he on that court, you gonna know, because you probably gonna be winning. That's the impact that Tari has on any team that he's on. Hell, last season, we always looked better with Tari. He was so good that people were saying, hey, we might need to start him over Jabari. Hell, people were saying it this season too. Here's my one thing about that though. The way Tari Eason played, not that he can't be a starter, obviously, because I said he could be a starter, but I don't know about him playing 35 minutes a game, because he's gung-ho, balls to the wall from the tip to the end. No diddy. That boy playing full throttle, pedal to the metal at all times. And at some point, that's gonna catch up to you if you're not careful. I mean, I know somebody gonna say, oh, Russell Westbrook. Yeah, he's an outlier. For the most part, guys like that who play that hard all the time, especially on defense, yeah, a lot of times you had injury concerns, so you kind of want to protect them from themselves and not have them playing 35, 40 minutes a game. 28, 29, 30 is kind of pushing it to me, especially on this team, because we pretty deep, man, at all positions. Maybe except not guard. Probably not guard so much. But that's another thing too. Tari, I mean, I've seen he may throw Tari at the 2 sometime. I don't like it though, because he's not going to pass the ball to nobody. Anyway, let me stop rambling. It's your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter again at AK_VVS. This is the Rockets Propaganda Channel. If you're still up to this video at this point, go ahead and hit that like button because you're feeling the content. Hit that sub button too while you're at it, because you've been watching some of my videos and you ain't been subscribed, but you keep watching, you keep coming back because YouTube suggested it to you and you keep clicking that button to watch. Go ahead and hit that sub button. Comment down below too and let me know if there's anything that I missed, if there's anything you want to add. Did I go too hard? Was I not hard enough? Y'all let me know in the comments down below. Holla at your mans. We out.